Arguably the greatest sculptor of the 19th century, Auguste Rodin's vision is on full display within L'Age d'Airain, which was presented in 1877 and praised by critics as a quality as precious as it is rare: life. Rodin's L'Age d'Airain stands at 180 by 71 by 58 centimeters and refers to the Bronze Age, characterized by the newly mastery of fire. The name of the piece refers to the third of the four ages of humanity described by the Greek philosopher Hesiod in his poem Works and Days. The piece evokes the awakening of civilization in its primitive age, literally embodied by this male nude, suspended between unconsciousness and wakefulness. The expressiveness and lifelikeness of the work comes from the choice of a non-academic model, a 22-year-old Belgian sailor named Auguste Rodin. The precise modeling of the material encourages the subtle play of light over the surface of the bronze, enlivening the subject matter while simultaneously drawing attention to the malleability of the medium and the objectivity of the work of art. The pose of L'Age d'Airain most immediately recalls Michelangelo's Dying Slave, as both display the male nude in a contrapposto stance with an upraised bent arm. This influence was nourished by Rodin's travels at the end of 1875 to Italy, notably Florence, where he spent an entire week in the Medici Chapel studying the works of Michelangelo. Rodin also looked at antiques and Renaissance's bronze sculpture, particularly in the gracile works of Donatello, whom he often referenced when discussing L'Age d'Airain. Despite these historical references, Rodin chose to remove any recognizable mythological, literary, or historical narrative. He originally thought to have the figure hold a spear in his left hand, but amended that idea. By representing his model stripped of any attribute and any anchoring, the statue is denied any traditional context. He is not a soldier, not a David, not an antique athlete, nothing but a modern man. An iconic sculpture in Rodin's work, L'Age d'Airain was cast in bronze in a limited number of copies that are now kept in the greatest public collections: the Rodin Museum in Paris, the Metropolitan Museum of Art in New York, or the Victoria and Albert Museum in London, among others. Only very rare models, such as this cast from the mid-20s, remain today in private hands. In 1937, the piece entered the prestigious collection of David Whale, who kept it for more than 30 years. By reviving the nude genre, Rodin inspired the most emblematic sculptors of the 20th century, such as Alberto Giacometti. The incredible and unique history of L'Age d'Airain make this sculpture an iconic and key piece in the history of modern art.